Alright, guys, so no rest for the wicked, huh? And I haven't slept tonight, it seems like, but I feel more alive than ever before. And, this is going to be about feedback versus validation for losers. The vast majority of people out there, they whine about, I mean, they ignore all kinds of facts, they ignore all kinds of feedback. Uh, Constructive feedback, honest feedback, they completely ignore it because it doesn't sound nice to them. It doesn't sound politically correct. It doesn't sound, the vast majority of men out there that are fat, you give them feedback that they're fat, and they instantly go on the defensive saying, no, we're big, we're not fat, etc., etc., This guy that posted stupid so-called workout videos of doing somersaults and some crap at the age of way beyond 40 in some kid's park. He was like, oh, this guy, I mean, he was probably talking about me. He doesn't give me honest feedback, and, he doesn't talk to me, and he doesn't. And the fact of the matter is, this is one of those guys. This is that same guy who keeps criticizing David Goggins, and then in that same breath, he says that, Raul ignores everything I can do, and he just, I mean, I'm simply giving it back to you, man. I mean, you focus on everything negative, Uh, Look, when it comes to pull-ups and running, long-distance running, there's God and then there's David Goggins. When it comes to pull-ups, again, and hiking, and even somebody like Brooks Cubic would say that there's God and then there's Hubby Pornstar, especially in the hiking. I mean, these are just facts. But these same people that say, I don't give them constructive feedback, that I keep criticizing them and all that. Hey, it's honest criticism. I mean, you're sitting there criticizing someone like Goggins when you're fat and out of shape. You're criticizing me when you can't do one single pull-up in proper form. Uh, Unfair. I mean, people do things, and you know, you give them honest feedback that, hey, they need to improve their life in this manner, that manner. But anything that doesn't resonate with their point of view, they're going to say he's misogynist, they're going to say he's an asshole, they're going to say he just talks, blah, blah, blah. But who's got the results? I mean, Goggins or myself, we're not the ones posting videos doing stupid little somersaults in a park. We do real stuff, hard stuff, I mean, and plus, this guy, there might be some stuff he does well, like handstands and stuff like that, probably, and that's great. What's the point of praising? Look, I'm the best at pull-ups, right? But I don't constantly need praise because I already know I'm very good at pull-ups. I'm the best, I already know that. So to me, I can do 25 at one go. If you were to tell me, well, why not 30 at one go? Now, I'd take that as constructive feedback, but I don't need validation, or most of these losers that can't do shit, all they want is validation. Oh, yeah, you're doing so well, it's okay, you don't need to train extremely hard, you don't need to work extremely hard. They want validation to stay at loser status. If you want honest feedback, I'll give you honest feedback, but you gotta be willing to accept it. It's stupid. People have no money, I mean, a lot of these losers, they're constantly whining about the price of things. They're constantly living in a spirit of lack, not abundance. They don't do any charity. They don't give things to people. I mean, I don't advertise what charity I do, but I do it. You know, not because I'm getting something from it. I don't. I mean, I just do it. You know, it's just one of those things we have to do when you're at a certain level in life, business, fitness, whatever it is. Uh, and it's amazing. I tell these type of people how to do pull-ups. I give them detailed instructions. They quietly follow it, but then they say, "Oh, I didn't learn it from him," or "Why would you be so dishonest? Why would you be such?" I mean, you know, not that I need the validation of the credit. I don't care. I told you, how to do it, but you were too lazy to lose weight and actually do them. I mean, I still can't get over it. These fat losers that have accomplished exactly fuck all in their lives are criticizing somebody like a big porn star. I mean, look at me and look at you. You know, uh, they're criticizing someone like a multimillionaire like David Goggins, who's a multimillionaire, by the way, but he doesn't own a car. He's that rigid about his schedule. How do you think he got to be a multimillionaire? Now, he's a winner. I won. He won. But you're content to remain a loser. And for me, I cannot be bothered, and it's pointless validating losers because what does that accomplish? They just stay losers. Talking to people, you know, people keep telling me, you don't talk directly to me, you don't do this, you don't do that. Well, I don't, because you consciously ignore everything I say. You tell people like this logical facts, they'll simply ignore it. Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, you explain it on voice, you explain it on text, and, you're very clear about what you're saying, the facts. The thing is, the facts are very hard to stomach for most people. You know, uh, for me, I don't know. I'm an open book, the good and the bad. Although, I mean, I make sure I eliminate the bad so you can't criticize it, and that's really what people don't like about me. That I don't really have any weak points, and if I have some, I'll work on them. I don't even need you to tell me. I'll work on them, and if you do tell me, then great. But to to post stupid shit about eagles fighting hawks and act like that's a big deal. I mean, dude, that's like and then some guy he posted something about an eagle fighting a hawk, and oh my god, it was awesome. What's so awesome about it, man? I mean, an eagle, American eagle, is far bigger than a fucking hawk. It could take a hawk, it could eat it for a snack, it could eat it for breakfast. It's like against a pigeon, almost. Them things have 15-foot wingspans. Uh, Now, if you were to talk about tiger versus lion, that's an equal battle, and I've seen battles like that. Although I believe the tiger will always win, uh, but that's a contentious issue because lions have won in the past. Some people believe that the lions are pride animals, and so tiger's solitary, so it can't really fight that well as the lion can. But tigers are stronger physically. They can rise up on their hind legs. And tigers have the X factor. A lion may be called king of the jungle, but it doesn't even live in the jungle. It lives in the savannah. Tigers are the real kings of the jungle. It's just a fact. Most people don't like hearing it. And look, I'll be very brutally honest. If you're fat and out of shape, and if you promote nobody actually listens to these guys, but I mean, if you promote concepts like retarded feminism, if you promote concepts like equality between men and women, which doesn't exist, if you're unwilling to debate all that logically, uh, if you do fucking somersaults in a park or you tie stupid bands around your neck like some guys do and they hump the grass, all that shit is very stupid. Do it if you want. You won't find me telling you not to do it. It's your life. Do it. But the results show very clearly, or the lack thereof, And look, it's very simple. Uh, these fat guys that LARP about being big and, not fat, the mirror doesn't lie. How much more clearer can I make this? How much more honest feedback can I give you? The mirror doesn't fucking lie. And people just ignore facts. People ignore the fact that ancient Greek statues looked exactly like I do. I mean, this is what people want. I mean, you know it, I know it, we all know it, but most people don't want to put in the work. They're too lazy. They would rather criticize people putting in the work. Let's take Goggins as an example. Goggins is a multimillionaire. He doesn't need to keep up those brutal running routines and stuff, but he still does it. Because he gotta keep fighting. It's about the fight. Without a daily fight, there is no point to life. It's that simple. Why would you wake up in the morning knowing that, oh yeah, the same workout, I might take it easy one day. Why would you do that? What did that accomplish? I can't imagine one single day. Oh, hell, I wake up, I barely sleep, but I can't imagine one single day without a challenge because it would feel like a meaningless day. Ultimately, victory is only really sweet if you really fight and struggle yourself to get it. Back to feedback versus validation. Feedback and honest criticism is very important. If you love something, it could be your country, it could be your body, it could be your fitness, your finances, whatever the hell it is, then you gotta be open to constructive criticism and you gotta face facts. If it's your finances, that's the only way you're going to improve. Now, if you say, I don't want to fight daily, I don't want to keep improving, I don't want to be this, I don't want to, then I'm not the kind of person you need to be probably even following. And with some of these guys, we've had very clear agreements that, you don't need to be following me, you don't need to be whining about my videos, you don't need to be whining about, but they do it anyway because they're addicted and they can't look away. One of these guys, and I think we all know who they are, who he is, if I might call him he, because he's got. I literally told him, dude, say what the fuck you like, just leave me the hell alone, do what you like, I kind of really laid into him, and I built an unfair advantage myself, so I deserved it, but I used that unfair advantage very effectively to the point that I forced him off of Twitter. I almost stopped him writing, what he does, and, losers will remain losers, Ultimately, I told that guy, do what the fuck you like, these people live life on cope mode, right? You tell them what is possible. Oh, yeah, that's possible. It's possible, but it's not going to happen, this and that. They're not willing to put in the work. Here's some honest feedback. If you're not willing to work extremely hard every day, if you're not willing to work till exhaustion every day, if you're not willing to forego sleep, if you're not willing to stop eating, if you're not willing to stop drinking, if you're not willing to stop criticizing people that have accomplished so much more than you in your sorry ass lives, you're never going to improve. You can keep criticizing, but what does that do for you? you would do better criticizing yourself like me. I mean, I am an extremely self critical person, even if I make the most minor of mistakes, like maybe, I don't know, forgetting to put my coffee mug in a certain place, then I'll reprimand myself, and I'll punish myself. I mean, maybe I'll do more push ups, maybe I'll do, whatever it is. I'll give myself a punishment, a constructive punishment. That's how you progress in life, man. And I'd rather give feedback to people that are actually interested in progressing, not regressing or staying the same. And there's no staying the same. Nature is not static, right? It's either up or it's down, it's either this or it's that. There's no in the middle. It's these in the middle types that constantly want validation for every fucking thing. And wanting validation is a female thing, okay? I can understand if a woman wants validation, but a guy, that's just gay, man. That's gay and cocked, and I don't cater to that thought. I I just take their women. So to close this one out, the next time someone asks you for feedback and you're honest and they'll argue with you, especially when your results are far, far, far superior to them in every fucking regard, then you just gotta ignore them, man. I mean, because there's no point, dealing with people that willfully ignore reality and all forms of logic, I mean, and I'm not the sort to validate people, man. I'm not the sort to tell people, oh, you're so nice, you did that, that looked so sweet, you're so cute, and, find somebody else, I'm here, my job here is to kick your fucking ass, and very few will actually listen to what I have to say and get in kick butt shape, improve your finances, improve your life. The vast majority of you will simply whine, moan, how dare he say that, this, that, that kind of thing. But winners don't need validation. You can give all the advice in the world to these people, but it's like banging your head against a brick wall because they're never gonna listen. They're never gonna be logical. They'll ignore every fact in the book. And I keep rubbing my eyes to keep them open. And that's it. So, to close this one off, constructive feedback is a very good thing, but you should only give it to people who will actually listen to it. Constructive criticism is a fantastic thing, but only if the person actually accepts facts and listens to it. To the guy that posted these stupid videos of him jumping around in a playground, that's great. I mean, you're rediscovering your inner child, I guess. I don't know, which is great. But it doesn't do fuck all fitness wise. You know it, I know it, we all know it. And yeah, the animal workouts, I mean, the same guy posted animal workouts. It looks kind of retarded, but that's at least, I mean, but at least do them properly, whatever the hell, gorilla walks. And last but not least, you have these guys selling stuff like, I don't know, they call it the flow or some bullshit. What it is it's modified yoga. Okay, let's be honest. It's like stuff like this, like that, Jane Fonda kind of stuff. Then they move around, they flip around. It's like Tai Chi on the ground. Tai Chi for duffers, essentially. Brooks Cubic. And it's all great, but that sort of shit doesn't really get you fit. I mean, it's fine for flexibility and all that, but ultimately, what really gets you in top condition and winner condition, which if you're not looking to be in winner condition, then I don't even know why you'd be listening to somebody like me, because, I mean, there's no point remaining a loser, and, my stuff is all geared towards total winners. Guys that are intense, guys that actually want to improve their life, guys that, actually want to win. Uh, Validation is pointless. It's gay. It's stupid. It's illogical. And praise is great, but if you're already doing something well, you know what you're doing well, right? And you can point that out, be fair. But it's more important to point out what you're too lazy to improve upon, you know, and that is what most people hate hearing, which is tough, but that's just the way it is. And the minute these people become open to actually hearing that, which very few of them actually do, I'll be the first person to talk to them. But until then, I'll sit, I'll sit back, I'll keep winning, and I'll enjoy the show later.